Welcome to another Whiskey Games and Nerd Stuff, and we are on week 4 of our solo playthrough of Deep Regrets. Let's go ahead and take a sip of our coffee. And we're going to start with our Can of Worms, a Book of the Deep, and our Bone Wheel. So let's go ahead and shake. Alright, not a bad roll. We'll go ahead and use the one dice just to go ahead and go once. I'm going to go ahead and use this Can of Worms to peek at a fish and put it in the back or bottom of the shoal. So we're going to go ahead and flip that over that we used it. Let's go ahead, because I rolled a 4. Let's see if this is something we can catch. All right, here, let's peek at this. It is a great white shark. All players discard one small fish. We don't even have a fish yet. We've got 4 dice, though, so let's go ahead and use this 4 to go ahead and capture this. Nice little great pickup right off the bat. We've got a depth 2 large great white shark. So let's go ahead and write this down. Great white shark. Not a bad way to start off. Worth 6 gold. And we will go ahead and move to Tuesday. We will coffee up. Go ahead and roll our dice. We've got a 3, 2, and a 1. And we are going to go ahead and use our Book of the Deep. The Book of the Deep, we get a regret, and I can peek at 1 row. So we're going to go ahead and get a regret. That regret is lost my favorite sock, and it's not worth anything. So let's go ahead and peek at 1 row. So the first thing we've got is the mollusk. Reveal all fish in this column. Okay. And that was a 3. We have a porcupine fish, which is a 4. And we have a fried egg jellyfish, which is a 1. So let's go ahead and get this one first. This is the mollusk. It's middling and fair at depth 2. We have not gotten this before, so let's go ahead and write that in. 4 and 3. Reveal all fish in this column. All right, well, first let me spend this, and then we will reveal all fish in that column. We've went ahead and captured this. I don't see any reveal things right here. So now we've got to decide what we want to do. I don't remember what we revealed in here. So let's go ahead and just capture this triggerfish. I believe we already had gotten it before. It is a small and fair. Oh, we haven't. Let's get that triggerfish then. Spend 1 dice. And we'll go ahead and shoot for this one right here. A barracuda. We're not going to have enough to get it, so we will expend a dice to grab a dink card. Bearer bond. Reduce a shop cost by 2. Oh, that'll help. That'll be nice. All right, so we're at the end of the turn. We do have to discard all the reveal fish we didn't capture. We'll move it to Wednesday. And let's go ahead and shake our dice. Nice roll. We will go ahead and let's go for this one right here. Halibut, middling and fair. That we don't have to worry about that one. It's depth 2. And we have not gotten this one before yet. 3 and 2. All right. We will go ahead and capture this fish right here. Porcupine fish for 4. Small and fair. When you look at it, it's 2 for this turn only. Cool. So we will do it 2. We get to retain our unspent points. And that was a porcupine fish, small and fair. Depth 2. Pine fish. 4 and 2. All right, now let's see. We've got 2 that we're going to use. It's going to have to be one of these fish up here, so let's go ahead and try it. We've got the file fish. It's going to be 1. Let's see. I think, yep, we've had this before, but that's okay because we'll use the gold. And we'll try for one more fish up here again. All right, we won't be able to get this, and we'll just spend a dice to go ahead and get another dink card. This dink card is Dollhead. Reduce a shop cost by 1. All right, great. Now we've got these shop costs reduced by 3. That's going to be nice. Let's move to Thursday. We're going to go ahead and coffee up. Let us go ahead and roll. Not a bad roll, not a good roll. Let's see. Let's try one of the small fish right here in depth 2. This is a fried egg jellyfish. I don't believe we've gotten that before, so fried egg jellyfish. 2 and 1. Reroll one of your fresh dice. Oh yeah. Let's reroll this 1. Nice. We got a 3. So we're going to use our 1, but remember, we get to retain our unspent dice, so we won't have to get rid of this dice. All right, so now that we've got a 3, 2, and a 1, let's go for one of these big fish right here. We've got a grief lurker, large and foul. Give this to the player with the most regret cards. If tied, discard grief lurker. Well, we're the ones that have the most grief cards, so we'll give it to ourselves. This is depth 2. Large and foul. Grief lurker. Did not cost us anything to catch it, which is good for us. Let's go ahead and grab this one. This is a sub mantarake. Large and foul. Sub mantarake cost 1 more to catch for each fish you have in your hand. So what I'm going to assume is by 1 fish in my hand, it probably means this, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish. So it's going to cost us 10. We're not going to be able to get that. So we would have to spend a dice. We'll grab a dink card. Clump of the seaweed. No effect, but hang in there. You'll be okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go for these small fish. Right here. Whispering Skull. Small and foul. Oh no, we get 2 regret cards. Display in front of you. Once returning me a peek at a fish of your choice. What sucks is we're getting 2 regret cards. And let's see. We were doing so good. We got a heavy regret. Ignored that. Distress call. A deep regret. Summon an ancient evil. That's not good. All right. We're going to spend 2 to capture it. And we've got 1 left. We've got a 3. This can be a 3 to a 5. I don't want to take the chance. Let's just go ahead and go for up here. Pram. Middling and foul. All players get a regret. We're getting too many regrets now. Nagging regret. Took the Lord's name in vain. We'll go ahead and capture this. We'll retain our unspent points. Let's go ahead and grab 1 more. We won't have enough to get the hammerhead shark, so we'll have to go ahead and expend the dice. Get us another dink. And this is going to let us get rid of a regret later on. So we will go ahead and discard these cards since we weren't able to capture them. We are now on Friday. Let's go ahead and take a sip and we'll coffee up. All right, so let's go ahead and shake our dice. Not the greatest, but let's just go. Let's see, we got a 4. There's a chance we get one of these. Let's just take a chance. So we're going to see if we can get this middle one. All right, we're not going to be able to get it. It's a, yeah, we're not going to be able to catch it because it's 5. So we'll have to expend a dink. Toe, reduce a fish difficulty by 1. All right, so that might help us And you know what? Let's just try and get this one right here. Rotfish, we've got this before. Flip your can of worms, we've already used it. We'll spend our 2 to get it. Oh, and we get a regret. Trivial regret. Satin oil in my nice trousers. That's not good. Let's try and get one of these small fish. It's a black sea bass. We'll go ahead and get it. And now, let's see where we're at. So we're at the end of the week. We are first going to go ahead and remember to do this because I didn't do it last time. So I'm going to go ahead and use this dink to get rid of 1 regret. And I believe we do these at random when you get rid of them. So we will get rid of, oh nice, Summon an Ancient Evil, so that'll help. I'm also going to use my Cask L to get rid of 2 regrets. So we are getting rid of a trivial, and we'll get rid of a heavy regret. So we now have 1 point. Nice. So we just need to get rid of 1. And we'll get rid of the triggerfish. So now let's see what we've got for money-wise. So we've got, let's put these nicer ones at the top. Oh, we're going to have some money on this one. And don't let me forget to use the discounts. All right. So we've got, just put these down real quick so I don't forget. Turn that over for later. So we've got 6, 10, 14, 17, 20, 23, 25, 27, 28. And we are going to use these 2 dink cards to reduce a cost by 3. So we've got 31 to spend. All right, so what are we going to get? Let's take a look here. I think I want to start getting some extra dice if we can. So, well, we're not going to be able to. But you know what we are going to do? We are going to get the Rod of Fortune. That just sounds cool. All right, so we're going to get the Rod of Fortune, and we are good. All right, that's the end of week 4. If I did anything wrong on this one, I really would appreciate you letting me know. Please like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and look forward to joining you in week 5. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot to mark off the fish that we hauled in. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Sorry about that. So the file fish we had already hauled in. The black sea bass we had already... Nope, we had not hauled in. That's good. We got that one. The fried jellyfish we have not hauled in. The grief lurker we have not hauled in. The roddy fish we have hauled in. The halibut we had not hauled in. The porcupine fish where's that at? Had not hauled in. The mollusk we had not hauled in. Nice, this is a good one. And the great white shark we had not hauled in, I believe. Level 2, great white shark. Nice, that was a good one. We hauled in a lot of stuff that we didn't have. So that was great. Sorry about that, folks. I should have marked those off a little bit earlier. And until next time, folks, cheers.